I'd like to welcome you to the video. In this video, we're going to continue the installation of the switches on the IMSAI 8080 CPA Rev4 PCB. Let's dive in. Well, if you're one of the lucky ones that was able to actually test, you had sufficient hardware build to test, and everything worked, congratulations. If not, as I've said a few times, this becomes the chicken and the egg problem. If I don't have the rest of the system, how do I test this board? See if I can get this connector on again. They recommended doing this with a spare connector. If you've got an EXP22 kit, you will have some connectors you can use. Just be careful not to bend pins. Those connectors will probably look different than these connectors. This is just, like I said in the first part of the video, one I happen to have. I'm going to move on here. We'll mount a couple more switches together. I don't see a need to drag you through me mounting up all these switches. And of course I did scatter the screws there, as I was afraid I was going to. See if I can have any luck here making this happen. And it really is just a game of being patient, getting things mechanically together. In this case, holding the nut driver as square as I can. So I'm driving the screw straight down in as I cut the threads. I am going to do a blue-red pattern. Which is the most common pattern you see. It's pretty nice here having what is effectively kit 0001, or whatever you want to call it, the first kit, to actually be complete in box to assemble. We are still fully on target for the promised ship date, the end of November 2024. Maybe ahead of that, although I'm not going to commit to that. I'm going to go ahead and put in a set of 8 red ones as well, just so I can look at alignment. And I'll try to think about things to say here while I'm doing this. You keep seeing me change the process here. Switch and then start the screw, screw in the switch and start it. I don't know which one works better. See, if this first time in, these are tight. Said it earlier, don't attempt to do this with a flat screwdriver. That will not go well, in my opinion. I had that one rotated 180 from where I wanted it to be. I am making sure that the markings are consistent, because the markings on the two sides of the switch is different. I'm just choosing to put them all in with the markings the same orientation. Again, you hear me talk about that kind of stuff all the time. It just, I feel a little better about it. A little bit more of attention to detail. It's definitely a little bit crooked. See, these are never perfect. We see all our flaws, of course, putting things together, because we're aware of it. Other people just don't see it. Unless it's dramatically wrong. Okay, that one shifted a little bit. There was a little bit of slop in positioning with the screws. It's generally about as good as you get. I am going to wedge a little something in here, I think, to kind of hold that a little more square before I solder in the middle here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to wedge in there yet. It doesn't need to move a lot. There's a little bit of gap over here against the S100 connector, and it's up flush against it over here. I'm going to see if I can work that piece of tape in there, and that tape's too thick. You know, I'm talking about very small distances here. I'm not sure what I'm doing is really necessary. That is a more consistent gap. I think things look pretty square overall. Tweak some of the alignments here a bit. Oh, that moved way too far. So it really is just persist here. Can't wait to get the board here finished up and then get it into a system with some RAM and make sure that everything remaining works. That test procedure I went through did not test actually depositing into memory. So if the M-write signal is not being generated correctly on the CPA panel here, the system wouldn't write to memory. Without RAM in the machine, there's just really no way to test that. But with all the switches in here, I can actually test that. And I will shoot some video of that testing as well. I think really I'm going to wrap this video up here. You're just going to watch me do more of the same. And there's really no reason to watch me do more of the same. So I'm going to wrap this video up here, and I will do a separate video for testing with all the switches in. Appreciate your watching the video. A like, subscription, those are always appreciated. Comments, feedback, anything you'd like to add is appreciated. I try to read everything that's posted. In the next video, we're going to dive in and do some deeper testing with all the switches installed. I hope to see you in that video.